everyone, TheBrickWiz here. Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we have episode 26 of Building Kamino in Lego. I'm super excited to bring this week's episode to you all. Now, of course, you guys know the drill. Huge shout out to our series sponsor, Minifigs for You. David has generously sent me a bunch of really awesome custom clones to be used in the smock. And guys, I'm super excited to show you all. If you want to check out some awesome custom clones for yourself or even purchase some for yourself, I'll leave a link to minifigsforyou.com in the description below. Now, this week's episode, I really am excited to show you all. Before I get into that, I do want to shout out my friend Matt. My good friend Matt, or TheBrickWiz, has just released his finale of building Anaxes in Lego this past weekend. Fantastic job. If you guys haven't checked him already, I know you guys most probably already know who he is, but if you haven't checked his finale out yet, I highly recommend it. I know he would mean the world to him, as well as myself. So, with that being said, I'll leave a link to that finale in the description as well. Moving on, getting to the actual episode of Kamino. There was a lot of progress this week. Now, last week I did state that I was not really, well, I guess I was kind of sick. Not, bad sick or anything like that. I had a kind of cold. I'm feeling much better now. So I kind of decided, you know what, instead of filming, with a cold and stuff like that, I decided, you know what, screw that. I'm just going to skip the week and show you guys a big update. And that's what we have today. We have basically the hangar area pretty much completely tiled and stuff like that, which looks fantastic, and you guys will get to see that. We added some more waves, including around that pillar right there. We started working on the last platform. It isn't finished because I'm still trying to figure out how to make it slant and stuff like that, because it's going to be sliding and crumbling into the water and stuff like that, so I'm still figuring out how to do that. We started working on the final room, which is, I stated, is going to be my fan appreciation room, or kind of my joke room, I guess you could say, because I had one in Hoth. I'm going to make one in Kamino and stuff like that. A lot of work onto that, as well as something really happy, or something that made me real happy, is today, when I'm filming this video, I got my custom package. I mentioned in the last episode that I was going to buy custom blasters, going to, deck out my clones and my droids and stuff like that, and that actually came in today, so you guys get to see that really awesome shots and stuff like that with the droids fighting the clones, all having custom blasters and whatnot. I also did change the helmets. A lot of you guys have been saying that, or at least asking, why is there Phase 2 clones mixed with Phase 1 and stuff like that. The main response is, Dave sent me these clones, I want to use them or utilize them, and the only clones that are going to stay Phase 2 that's going to be the Kamino troopers, just because I can't really do anything without. But with the Captain Rex and Commander Cody, I'll show you guys what I did with that. But yeah, without all that being said, let's get on to today's episode right now. Okay guys, so starting off this week's episode, as you guys can see, there has been a decent amount of progress made in Kamino. I'm actually super excited to bring this week's episode to you because of the fact that I did have to skip last week. But I think it was well worth it because you guys get to see some awesome progress. Starting off with this, before we actually move into the actual interior, we did add some more waves. A lot of you guys agreed that the wave should be a bit more higher and stuff like that. The only issue I'm coming to is, a lot more stacking and stuff like that, placing plates and whatnot. And honestly, I found out, since the water, if you guys go back to the Battle of Kamino, I think it was like Season 3, Episode 2, it wasn't raining, it wasn't storming or anything like that during the battle, and the waters were kind of tame. There's still waves and stuff like that, of course, but they weren't as high and stuff like that. And I'm also trying to figure out, I don't want to make it too big where it looks different because of the fact that this isn't minifig scale. I've stated this a couple times now, but I don't want to make the waves look super, tall, that the point that it just looks, weird, I guess, compared to the actual pillar. But I did add this wave, kind of like it. I did do some rearranging, making the waves look a little bit taller, as well as a little bit more fizz, I guess, with the white foam coming up at the top. So quite like it. I'm going to be doing this with most of the pillars, kind of just adding waves around them. I do realize that I'm going to need a lot more 1x2 trans blue pieces and stuff like that, so I can actually add the waves. But I'll say that's not that big deal. I'll order that probably later this week. But I did, of course, work on that platform right there. You guys can see the ring, as well as the inside kind of forming and stuff like that. Now, the thing that I'm trying to focus on is getting that done, and because I'm trying to make it slant and stuff like that, so that's why it's not finished. I do have, the actual, I guess, platform like this with the ring around it complete. It's just not on yet because of the fact that I'm trying to figure out how to actually, make it look good, slanting into the water and giving it that crumbly feel, and that's, the only difficult part I'm actually trying to focus on. So it isn't finished, should be, I guess, complete by the next week's episode. But moving on to the actual, main area of the mock for today, and that is going to be the actual hangar. Now, this is something that I'm really excited to show you all because, for one, the tiling is pretty much done, except in that little corner right there, but that's going to be filled in within, like, the next day or so whenever my Bricklink order arrives. So, with that being said, the rest of the whole tile and stuff like that is finished. Like, something that I'm really loving. Like, this just looks fantastic. If you go to last week's episode, there's a lot of bare patches, a lot of colors showing and stuff like that. Yeah, this week's episode, it's nice and clean, nice gray and stuff like that. Nice reflective look. You guys get to see, like, the clone shadows and whatnot. And it just looks fantastic. Like, I am loving how this is looking. As you guys can also notice, like I said in the beginning of the video, I got my order from Clone Army Customs in today. Like, I think I got it like 30 minutes ago. And all the clones and droids are decked out with clone blasters. And this is like the big thing why I ordered from Clone Army Customs, because I know a lot of you guys could say, well, you got Brick Arms or AV Customs and stuff like that that have different blasters and whatnot. The reason why is, for one, most of my blasters already were Clone Army Customs, and I don't mind, like, making both or whatnot. But AV figures, I know for a fact, didn't have droid blasters, and Clone Army Customs did, so I just ended up deciding, you know what, I'm going to buy some clone blasters and make them look, droid blasters, and just make the order instead of just making multiples. So, this looks really cool. I love how the blasters look. I can't remember the blaster's name, but they are the droid blasters that were used by the B1 battle droids, and they just look so freaking cool, especially with all of them. I still have a lot more. They're actually currently down here with the blasters, so I do have a lot more blasters. That way I can, like, fill out the rest of the area with battle droids. Moving to this side now, as you guys have been asking or been wondering, a lot of you have been wondering why there was Phase 2 clones mixed with Phase 1 and whatnot. And my main thing was, like, hey, my sponsor David sent me these. I want to utilize them and not, you know, just get these figures and not use them. Well, a lot of you were like, okay, well, that's, fine and all that. And basically, to save me from explaining that, like, all the time, basically, I went ahead and bought the clone helmets, or the Phase 1 helmets from Clone Army Customs. So I got this with the orders of blasters and stuff like that. Other Phase 1 helmets. The big reason is David does use a lot of the Clone Army Customs helmets, so I, spoke to him about this, and, it's not that big a deal. But basically, I just switched the helmets out. So they are minifigs for you figures. It's just with utilizing Clone Army Customs helmets, which isn't that big a deal. They look fantastic. You don't have to worry about the Phase 2 helmets, and they fit well a lot better. Now, of course, with the, Phase 2 Kamino style clones, which are down there, that won't change. There's still going to be Phase 2. I can't do anything about that. But the Phase 1 Captain Rex and Cody look they look pretty nice amongst the other Phase 1 clones, as well as you got 5s right there. So, moving on, nothing really changed in this area other than adding blasters with the droids and clones and stuff like that. I did raise the height of these and stuff like that, that way it's getting closer. This upcoming week I'm going to try and get this built up to the point where I can just, like, start tiling and filling this stuff up. That way it's complete. But the main, other than everything else, this is kind of what I put my focus to. As you guys can see, this is actually a new room. This is going to be the fan appreciation room, or I guess like joke room, I guess. In Hoth, I had like this hot tub room for like rebels to, chill out and stuff like that, or I guess warm out in this sense. And that's not going to change with Kamino. I'm going to have a fun little room in here. I already have ideas, including possibly adding a cameo from the Kamino level in Complete Saga. So I'm actually really excited to do this. I got plenty of room. It's kind of, squared off. I do have this shelving unit right here. There's another one underneath it with another clone helmet, but I do have the Boyo squad kind of just chilling in there right now. I did make the order that has everything else. It's going to have that basically complete within the week. So something I'm actually really excited to showcase. Again, a lot that went through this week, main of course being tiling all this over, and this just looks fantastic in my opinion. Like, I love that this is completely tiled. I also want to point out those white and blue parts right there, or the corner pieces right there. Don't worry, that's going to be changed within the week. I ordered the parts, and whenever this Bricklink order arrives, it should be finished. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Again, the main things was tiling, getting that room built, platform, and of course the new blasters and helmets. So with that said, hope you all enjoyed, and let's get out to that outro.
Okay guys, so that was this week's episode of Building Kamino. Really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, definitely show some love by smashing that like button. Guys,
I'm really happy with the progress that was made this week. I know that I missed last week, and I said that I wasn't going to skip weeks anymore, but, you know, being sick and stuff like that, you just don't want to, you really don't want to film. And I know in the last video I did, my voice sounded really weird. Now my voice is kind of back, and I'm feeling 10 times better. So I'm definitely motivated to finish this mock. There shouldn't be any more gaps. Again, I have parts coming in so you can finish up some more things. Again, this mock should be done next couple weeks. I know I said that last episode, and it's been a couple weeks. So my goal is to get it done by the end of March, if not like the beginning of April. So I'm actually really excited to get on and finishing this mock, because like I'm already starting to get ideas for the next mock. But guys, I really do hope you all enjoy. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of those new blasters, as well as the new helmets and stuff like that, as well as what you guys think in the mock. Let me know in the comment section below. If you're new to this channel, we'll definitely subscribe. We just hit 800 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I can't thank you all enough. And I think that's going to be it. I hope you all have enjoyed, and I hope you all will have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.